Hey everybody, Chris Anderson here with Reuben Bresler. We're here for round one of our league with Lantern Control. So looks like we are on the draw, but our opponent mulliganed, so it's a good start.
Yep, and this hand, I mean, it has lands and spells.
Right.
More importantly, though, we have immediate disruption.
In the turn one Inquisition is probably the most important turn one play you can make.
Yeah, turn one Inquisition is the ideal turn one play. We also have card selection and Ancient Stirrings for next turn, so this is a pretty ideal hand. The only thing it's missing is blue mana, but we don't have a blue card, so it doesn't even matter.
Right.
So we're going to keep this one. Super easy keep.
Yep, I think having Lantern seems even more valuable than a Shredder or something along those lines too, because it's the lock piece that we have the least of in our deck.
Yep. So pretty sure we're up against Infect.
Affinity?
Sorry, not Infect. Yeah, Affinity. This matchup plays out kind of interesting in that eventually the most important card in their deck becomes Signal Pest.
Right. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
So we're doing okay. There's our blue mana.
Blue source, yeah.
So we'll lead off with our green so that we can Ancient Stirrings next turn as well.
And we'll probably be able to hit one of his payoff cards, which is nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Signal Pest. There we go.
Pretty easy Signal Pest here. We do have to keep in mind that he has these Galvanic Blasts.
Right. Can't go under 8.
Yeah. But this is an easy Signal Pest here.
Right. Okay.
So this game's setting up pretty good for us. I don't know why my F6 isn't working. Did F6 get broken?
I'm not sure. I think so. There's a button in the bottom right-hand corner with those keys. Check to see what it is.
Pass
just
turn,
6 and 2. Passing. Instead of F6, it's just 6.
Oh, it's just 6. Okay.
Right. Also, if you've got buttons on your mouse, this for all you guys at home also. What I like to do is I map my F2 and my F6 buttons to my mouse buttons.
This is the best Glint-Nest Crane I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, geez. Yep. Okay, we're doing it.
I mean, it's going to get Galvanic blasted, but this is...
I'm more than fine with that, I think.
Yeah, I am super happy with this Glint-Nest Crane. All right, a little unfortunate we have to put one of these Abrupt Decays on the bottom, and Crucible is pretty bad in this matchup.
Yeah, it's not the best, but it'll allow us to start the Inventor's Fair loop.
Yeah, and also if we find the Ghost Quarter, it can fend off opposing nexuses of various... Right. So this is a good one. If he's just gonna... Yeah, you guys just take out a Galvanic Blast. So now instead of going to 8, we can go to 4.
Sure. So next turn we're probably looking at just Ancient Stirrings first and see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah, no need to...
No pressure at all, so we've got all the time in the world.
No need to throw down this Crucible. So we're in okay shape. Yep. He's out of gas. He had to mulligan too, so...
So right now we're probably just looking for a Shredder effect or a bridge.
So we're going to lead with Ancient Stirrings before playing this Blooming Marsh.
Blooming Marsh first, of course, so that it comes into play on tap.
All
right, so we got a couple choices. I think we just Bell, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is just Bell, so we can get Lantern Bell going in case you find something interesting. He has a lot of blanks in his deck,
right?
So we can make him draw a lot of cards. So we'll reveal Bell. Get that one in our hand.
And the Fair is pretty good, but it's really slow. So
yeah, we also have, you know, we don't need to play the Bell, or not. We don't need to play the Fair just yet.
Right.
So get this Lantern down. And he's got a Galv Blast on top.
Do we want him to have that?
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Okay.
It means we have to not go down to 8 again, but
right.
I think that's a fine card. Cards we don't want him to get are things like Arcbound Ravager is really awkward.
We don't really care about Steel Overseer, though, do we? Or at least once we get Bridge down.
Correct. Steel Overseer is a pretty easy to deal with card. Because we also have Pithing Needle in our deck, and obviously Bridge will make Steel Overseer a liability.
Right.
But things like Crane, yeah, we won this game.
All right, GG.
Well, he saw that he had an island coming up, and he saw the writing on the wall.
For sure.
It's a little bit of an easy or early concession for him because we didn't actually have pieces we needed yet.
Right. We could still die to never drawing a bridge, but
Yeah.
it was so unlikely that he was ever going to have something good come up off of his deck that there wasn't, and he just had no pressure. So.
Yeah. So these three, the extra brutality, the extra Golgari charm, and the extra abrupt decay. This is our removal package.
Okay.
A lot of the rest of what we're bringing in is going to be flavor to taste.
Okay.
We can bring in Spellskites. They aren't great in this matchup because they don't block particularly well. The only thing that they really do is they change the target of modular or opposed to Galvanic Blasts.
Okay. Yeah.
It certainly comes in. And we can bring in something like Ghost Quarter. We can bring in something like Thoughtseize, but this is all flavor to taste.
Yeah,
kind of.
Sure. I think I like the Ghost Quarter. Being able to hit Nexuses seems valuable.
The other ones are obviously these welding jars. We don't know what kind of removal he has.
Right. He probably is bringing in Ancient Grudge, but only 1 or 2 normal affinity decks.
And I've also seen affinity decks that run Hurkyl's Recall, and this card's really embarrassing against Hurkyl's Recall.
That is true.
So, and Sun Droplet is not really great in this matchup. Like I said,
I don't think so either. They beat down too hard.
Yeah, they beat down too hard over the course of 1 or maybe 2 turns, so the Sun Droplet effect is not good enough. So we'll bring in these 5. Like I said, the Crucible is not great, and we can take it out if you like. Also, we can leave in 1 Spellskite too. But again, we can find these 1-ofs pretty easily.
Yeah.
The only cuts are going to be 2 Mishra's Baubles
on
Academy Ruins, and then the last 2. This deck is a 75 card deck, so you just sort of feel it out and decide how you want to proceed. We'll leave in the Pixis because maybe theoretically he has Ancient Grudge in his deck. What else are we taking out here? We can take out a Bell.
So yeah, I guess we would take out a Bell if we want to cut down on that effect.
We could take out the Crucible if you want. We could take out a Lantern
take out
even.
The Thoughtseize because we're bringing in the
brutality. Yeah, we could take out all these Thoughtseizes if you'd like.
That puts us to 59.
Yeah, we can bring in 1 more Spellskite.
Spellskite, okay.
So, Thoughtseize is really weak, particularly on the play.
Sure.
So I'm happy here.
Yeah, on the draw.
On the draw, I mean. You know what I mean.
I do. And I agree with you. Let's see. So yeah, we're on the draw again. Let's hope we get a good hand.
Wow, look at this
Let's
thing.
see. Oh yeah, got that fancy Mox.
Yep. It's a nice one. So another interesting thing about this deck, particularly with Mox Opals and the other 0 mana cost artifacts, is against decks that have access to black mana, you do want to get these out of your hand as soon as possible because
yeah, you don't want them to get Thoughtseize.
It is a little bit of a mana. We're going to keep this hand, by the way.
Okay, it's a little risky because we can't cast either Ancient Strings or Cran.
Right. Well, we can't cast anything on turn 1.
Yeah, well, all we need is 1 more artifact, and then we unlock all of our colors, though.
Right, and we also have access to the Spellskite to be able to hold off early beats, and also we have this Collective Brutality to empty our hand if we happen to draw an early Ensnaring Bridge.
Sure.
So I think that this hand is worth keeping. It's a little bit iffy, but I would rather keep this hand than...
There are some things that could go wrong, but it's doing a lot of good things, too. Springleaf Drum? Sure.
How lucky are we? Pass? Nope.
Aw.
Oh, well. Some guys have all the luck.
I don't know. I wouldn't consider them having M Knights and Ornithopters as lucky.
It's true.
Guess we'll see what the big finish is. A Vault Scourge. All right.
So if the follow-up here is Seal Overseer, that's a little awkward.
Yep. Well, we could kill it, though.
All right.
Lantern is very solid.
Yeah, Lantern's a good one. So we're definitely playing the Lantern.
Let's cast Ancient Strings next turn.
Yep. Plating on top is not
a little scary.
Yeah, that's not the one we wanted.
We're going to need to find a bridge pretty quickly.
Yeah. We do have this Collective Brutality to hold it off for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
That is the extent of our turn.
Yep. So we got, what, 3 turns to find a bridge, probably?
Yeah.
Or rather, 3 turns to get a bridge into play, not just to find it.
Right.
Yeah. Unless he just doesn't have another land, that'd be pretty great.
Yeah, that'd
Ooh,
be.
all right.
He's got the Darksteel Citadel.
Yeah,
on
Dark
top.
Steel on top, but
That's going to give us the chance to brutality before anything else bad happens. And there's our
hey, look, a bridge.
there's our guy.
That's pretty nice. So I guess we just don't cast Ancient Stirrings after all then. Just draw it.
Yeah,
think.
so we're just going to play Lantern here to turn on our Mox Opal, right?
Well, we could play that, and then do we either want Gluttonous? Do we want to cast Gluttonous Crane or Collective Brutality this turn? Or Spellskite? We can cast any of those 3 after we get the Lantern down.
Right, so we're definitely casting this Lantern. All right. I don't think it's Spellskite.
We could sack a Lantern and make him shuffle his deck. No, we don't care about the land at this point.
Now, honestly, I think we just Ancient Stirrings because we have to find this land. Right?
We have 3 mana.
Oh, we have 3 mana. Never mind. So we don't need to find the land.
Right, we can just double Collective Brutality and discard 2 things. And then next turn we play the Ensnaring Bridge, and we will have 1 card left in our hand.
So, yeah, so we're going to Collective Brutality. We're going to get rid of...
Probably the Ornithopter.
Yeah, get rid of the Ornithopter, get rid of Gluttonous, discard Gluttonous Crane.
And Spellskite? Yeah.
And kill Ornithopter. Take something out of his hand. Seems fine.
Okay.
All right, pass, right?
Oh, we're not playing Collective Brutality after all, then?
Oh, yeah, this is a sorcery.
Yeah.
I'm a liar. So we're going to escalate with all 3 modes. That person is going to reveal their hand. This is going to get smaller. And then this person is going to lose 2 life. Then we discard 1, 2.
All right. And yeah, if there's a land on top, we actually could just cast the Ancient Stirring.
Yeah, this isn't great.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that is not great.
Well, the good news is that we have Pithing Needle in our deck.
Yes. So hopefully we'll be able
killing
to...
off the Ornithopter was a good idea because we've got this.
Definitely. He can also just... He's got 2 black sources, so he can move the plating over after he attacks for 0. So yeah, hopefully we hit a Pithing Needle with that Ancient Stirrings.
And that is... I guess that's the end of our turn.
Mm-hmm.
Let him draw his land there. There's an Ink Moth Nexus.
All right, that's not going to do too much.
Sure.
So let's see. Cranial Plating does 6 damage right now.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so hitting a land with Ancient Stirrings is pretty nice. Pithing Needle's more important, though. Yes, we do get to gain a life. That is nice. Oh, hey, Abrupt Decay. That's pretty good.
It's okay.
It answers the Aether Grid.
We just land this.
Right, yeah, I think we just play that and pass the turn. That way, next turn we get access to Abrupt Decay.
Yeah.
It's worth noting, though, that we don't have the second green source for
Ancient Stirrings,
Ancient Stirrings, though. So we might just have to cast Ancient Stirrings and hit a green source, and then cast both to get our hand down to 0.
Now, Signal Pest is going to be trouble. I guess we might have to make him shuffle that away.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
He can't lethal us with Ink Moth Nexus either. So.
Nope.
Switching over the Cranial Plating mid-combat. Yep.
Oh, okay, this is interesting. The abrupt decay actually doesn't help us. Just a fucking move. He can just hold.
We can also abrupt decay the cranial plating. What happened? Did we
Right.
skip our turn?
Yeah, I think you have 6 through your turn.
Whoops. I thought I hit F2. But it's okay. We have this abrupt decay.
Yeah. Well, we're still in pretty big trouble because
Yeah,
Markbound
I don't know
Ravager.
why. I don't know why I did that, but
That's a misclick. It happens.
yep. Okay. Yeah, I'm just not going to use shortcuts anymore. I thought I was hitting F instead of regular 2. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, Affinity is one of these matchups that feels really good because you just have this ensnaring bridge, but sometimes you get locked with cards in your hand. Like one of the easiest ways to lose to Affinity is you draw 5 lands,
Sure. Makes perfect sense.
which is why the collective brutalities are so important as well.
Hmm.
All right.
So yeah, I don't think there's anything we can do.
I mean, we're just taking 3 damage.
No, he's got Ravager and Cranial Plating. So he's going to move the Ravager or the Cranial Plating over, and then we have to kill the Cranial Plating, and then he gets to sacrifice a bunch of things to Ravager.
Uh-huh, I see.
Yeah. I guess if you want to look at cards in his deck, you shuffle, make him shuffle with Lantern.
Yeah. Sure. Let's see an extra card in his deck.
All right, Springleaf Drum. The jig is up.
We did it. Yeah, the fact that they switched this from F2 to actual 2 is really messing with me because my keyboard, I need to hit the function button in order to get it to work normally.
I see.
So now instead of hitting function F2, I'm hitting function 2.
That doesn't.
Horrific.
Right. Well,
So,
you can change it to button. You can map the buttons out to whatever you want them to be.
yeah,
So,
I'm not
we
gonna
can
do that.
go ahead and change that at some point.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna use them, basically.
That works too.
I'm fine with
Okay.
it.
So, any changes now that we're on the play?
So these thought seizes are an option. The spell skite is an option. The one awkward thing about Affinity is that spell skite actually tends to be better game 1 because they also have etch champions sometimes.
Sure, and it
And
blocks.
Spellskite can stand in front of an etch champion.
Right.
But those 3 mana 2/2s are not particularly good against us. So those always
Makes
come out.
sense. Yeah, I think I'd rather have Dotsies than the second spell skite.
Okay.
And possibly the second one over the second brutality as well, just because the Dotsies on the play is the most powerful thing we could possibly do.
Well, we have up to 3 if we
That's
want
true.
them.
Yeah, let's try a game with just like 1 brutality and I guess just 2. Maybe we just don't play brutality.
Okay.
Might be okay. I'm honestly not sure.
Signal Pest, but that's
Yeah, it does kill Signal Pest. That's true.
Signal Pest and Ornithopter is the reason for collective brutality.
Okay. Yeah, let's just go down to 6 Thoughtseize effects.
Look good to you?
Looks good.
Alrighty, let's give it a shot. I'm always loath to cut this Crucible, even though in this matchup it's at its
Yeah,
at its
it
worst.
just does so much still.
Yeah, it's just so good. I would like to play first. Seems great.
Yeah, this hand seems pretty ideal.
We do need a green source for this abrupt decay, but other than that, we're gold.
Yep.
So lead things off with Inquisition of Kozilek, targeting our opponent. And our hand is Arcbound Ravager, Ornithopter, Springleaf Drum, Stubborn Denial.
All right, that's good to keep in mind, I suppose.
All right, Vault Scourge and Wear Tear.
So it's probably either Wear Tear or Ravager.
Based on the context of our hand, I mean, the other option, of course, is to just take this Springleaf Drum.
That's a possibility.
Or the Ornithopter. I mean,
I don't
guess
think
the
it's...
Ornithopter's irrelevant. But
Yeah.
Springleaf Drum would be the cute one.
Yeah, I don't think that's... I think our hand is good enough that we don't have to rely on him getting unlucky and missing land drops. I think I would... I think it's either the Ravager or the Wear Tear. The Stubborn Denial is also a possibility because it's going to probably counter Tezzeret or a Bridge. Maybe it's just the Denial and the Wear Tear for our two Thoughtseize effects. Because we get to take 2 cards.
Right. All right. I'm happy taking either one. What do you think? I guess we'll take this Wear Tear.
Sure. I think the Wear Tear is definitely getting taken. And it's whether or not it's Stubborn Denial or Ravager for the second one.
Yeah, I usually don't particularly care about normal counter spells. All the cards in our deck do the same thing.
Right.
We have Academy Ruins, we have Crucible to rebuy everything. Even if this Tezzeret gets countered, it's not that big of a deal.
Well, it's more the Bridge that I'm worried about getting.
Yeah, the tempo counter spells are the issue. So
Yeah.
if we got a lot of Spell Pierces, I've lost games to Merfolk where they drew 3 Spell Pierces or something like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Merfolk is a very easy matchup for this deck most of the time, though. That was my opponent who conceded on turn 0. I went turn 1 Blooming Marsh Ghoul Caller's Bell, and he tanked for 45 seconds before electing to not play any cards and move to game 2.
Wow. Bold.
It was pretty great.
Did he mulligan a bunch?
No, but I snap kept my opener. Like, I had the best
Okay.
possible.
Yeah, yeah. And Volt Scourge.
Yep. Yeah, I guess all that would have done is not had a Springleaf Drum on the board. See, this is another awkward.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
It's not great.
We're going to have a hard time on emptying our hand.
Well, I guess it's this plating, right? Or do we take out this Ravager right now?
Huh.
I guess it's Ravager. Still.
Yeah, I think we used the Abrupt Decay on the plating.
All right.
So Ravager's more resilient to Abrupt Decay. And hope that we draw some mana.
Yep. Games like this happen, though. You've got only like 22 mana sources in the deck. See if you drew a mana source for the turn. Nope.
Alright, that's good.
So yeah, hopefully this is a land, and
Nice.
it is.
Okay.
Still no green, so we just
No.
got to land these. Hope they're good enough.
He doesn't have a second black source,
This is-
though, so he's not going to be able to, like, move his...
To mid-combat, yeah.
Right. So he actually can't hit us with Cranial Plating at this point.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that actually worked out really, really well, because he tapped out, so he
Tapped
couldn't
out
use
the
his
Stubborn
Stubborn
Denial,
Denial.
too.
Yep. Thoughtseize, perfect.
All right.
Make our hands smaller.
Exactly. I actually don't care. He's going to take this Tezzeret, probably.
Which is fine, because then that
Which is
means...
perfectly fine for us.
Right, it doesn't get stuck in our hand.
Maybe he takes Abrupt Decay. He's actually going to take one of the 2 cards we can't cast.
Oh, here's something neat. You can Tezzeret your opponent's cranial plating to turn it into a 5/5, and you can't
wow.
attach. When an equipment is a creature, it can't be equipped to anything. So then it just gets stuck behind the bridge along with all his other guys.
Love it. Delightful.
Yeah, you could do that to his. You could do that to his signal
Ornithopter,
pests and the ornithopters as well. Yeah. Decay. Sure.
Decay. Yeah. No attack.
No attack. Bold. All right.
So we're getting this ensnaring bridge countered, I assume.
Well, he shouldn't counter
Well, he
it,
definitely shouldn't, but
we'll see. Yeah. Okay.
oh, yeah. Jig is up.
Yep. Also, probably should just like move that thing over to make his stubborn denial a hard counter.
Yeah. We're zeroing in on. Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Now it's a hard counter. All right.
Not bad.
That's a good
draw. Should we just sit on Tezzeret or do we trade it?
What do you think? It's up to you, man.
I think that we.
Well, I actually think now that we have Inventor's Fair,
yeah.
we're going to Crucible.
Right.
Very soon. So we can either sit on Tezzeret.
No, we can run him out of blue sources. No, he'll have the drum. So yeah, let's trade the Tezzeret off now so that. Let's see.
I mean, do you want to do that?
I'm
waiting for you. So
nah, let's wait. Let's wait a turn. See what happens. Because we can afford to wait a turn.
We can also sack this Inventor's Fair this turn.
Oh yeah, no, we can't. We don't have 3 artifacts.
Oh, we don't have 3 artifacts. You're right.
Yeah, otherwise I think that would.
Maybe we should just get this thing happening.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. We could just trade it off, or we can wait to see if we can like sneak it through a different way. But I think it's going to be tough to sneak it through.
I think I'm just happy trading it. Honestly, I think that anything we draw from here on out, like he's in such trouble as it is.
Right.
I'm just going to trade it off.
Okay.
I'm happy trading it off. We could rebuy this Tezzeret later.
Yeah, sure. With the Codex Shredder.
We got multiple copies of Ensnaring Bridge. Like.
Yeah, I think overall things are looking pretty good. We just need him to not draw another black source.
That and things like Signal Pest or Ravager also. Although we're at 17, like we're essentially, this is going to be
he's got a Gear for Aether Grid.
Aether Grid. That would be awkward.
Yeah, that was a good draw on his part.
Yeah, that's like the best draw he could have had.
Okay, Glimmer Void, that doesn't do anything.
Man, Gear for Aether Grid is the best card. Pretty unreal. Did you do that?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the best card in Infinity sideboard. People should be playing 2 to 3 of them instead of 0 to 2.
Yeah. So Pithing Needle's a really good draw at this point.
Yep, definitely. Any artifact would be really good because then we can just, not an artifact.
Lands, yeah.
And we play a lot of artifacts in this deck, considering we've gone 15 cards, only seeing 2 of them.
How many artifacts does he have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So we're taking 3 a turn. We got a couple turns. 2,
4, 6, yeah.
And once we find an artifact, we're going to start getting life off this Inventor's Fair as well.
Yep. Well, the Inventor's Fair will be in our graveyard because we're getting Pithing Needle.
Ah, sure.
Luckily, if we hit a 0 or 1-drop artifact, then we can Pithing Needle as early as next turn.
Right. We can also Inventor's Fair for Crucible, get back the Inventor's Fair, then Inventor's Fair for Pithing Needle if we want to.
Yeah, that's true.
Next turn at the cost of 3 life.
See what he's got.
That's really awkward as well. So now I can just shot us with an Ornithopter.
Yeah. Well, he drew a little better than we did this game. I suppose that happens sometimes. Shredder. Okay, so...
That's something, at least.
Yeah. Turn off the... Aether Grid, I suppose.
Yeah, we just kind of have to turn off the Aether Grid right now.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I believe so. The thing is, just trying to figure out if no, we're not dead. Anyways, yeah. To turn it off now.
And pithing needle.
Okay. Oh, we do have the shredder, which allows us to get back the Inventor's Fair.
Yes.
Or Tezzeret. Actually, that sounds even better. Yeah, Tezzeret. That sounds great, actually. So yeah, we play Tezzeret and turn his Ornithopter into a 5/5.
Gear per Aether Grid. I mean, we would have to do that over the course of a lot of turns.
1, 2, 2 turns? Yeah.
Is it just 2 turns?
Yeah, it's 2 turns.
Yeah, 2 turns. Can he kill us? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Does not look like he can kill. Well, no, he
Nope, he can do 8.
He can do 8.
We still only got 1 black source.
Yeah.
We supposed to mill ourselves?
I think we are.
Okay.
Just for more options.
Mm-hmm.
Good one.
Yeah, for sure.
Ah, that's a great
Yeah,
one.
solid hit.
Run that out there first.
Lantern?
Yeah,
Keep 'em
I
off
guess
the
it's just
goods.
a lantern. And 1, 2, 3, 4. We play the lantern, which means we can't shred this turn, but
Right.
I'm perfectly happy having a lantern.
Doctor, can't let him have that.
Doctor.
Pretty sure we can't let him have that.
It would be so if we let him have that.
Hmm.
Because the one Ornithopter is going to get
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It puts us to 1. Whereas if he gets another black source, that would be the worst.
Draw. Yeah, and so another black source or a galvanic blast
Mm-hmm.
are the real bad ones. What do you want to do?
Yeah, let's let him have it.
Okay.
We could still win this game.
Yeah.
With him having an Ornithopter. Opal, no chance.
Yeah, there's no way we're letting him have Opal.
Nope.
Overseer.
Yeah, that doesn't do anything.
I mean,
right?
it grows.
Oh, no, it does.
Idiot.
It does do something. It's the 10th artifact.
Idiot. Yeah. Okay. We're just stirrings here, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Opal Ghost Quarter.
Ghost Quarter makes it so that... Well, nah, it doesn't do much.
Doesn't do anything. Opal is fine. I'm happy with either.
Okay.
I don't think either does anything, really.
Right. Well, we can't let him have Steel Overseer or else we die, right?
Right.
Because it's the 10th artifact.
Right. Okay. I guess Opal it is.
Okay. Inquisition, that's really not very good. Yeah, we have to shred. It's like if he hits an artifact, we just lose. We're probably just dead.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, we need to hit like a basic land here.
Unless we can hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stirrings again. No, we're all tapped out if we stirrings again, right? So say we could like try to get a pithing needle.
Yeah.
Turn
We're all
off this
tapped out.
Ravager. Right. Yep. Basically, if he hits an artifact, we lose. So. And that'll do it. Second colorless source.
We can shuffle him.
Yeah, that's true. We can shuffle.
So, see what we can do here. Yeah, that's the end.
All right.
Rats. That is the end, right?
Yeah, yeah. All he has to do is attack the Ornithopter and then move his cranial plating over. Activate an Inkmoth Nexus.
Yeah.
We'll see if he figures it out, though. He can't kill us until we're dead. Yeah, he did it.
Oh, he has 2 Springleaf Drums also.
Mm-hmm.
So game 2, when I misclicked, we could have Ancient Stirrings, found a land, and that would have at least made it less likely for us to have been dead.
Yeah. All right.
All
Yeah.
right.
Okay. The Ornithopters are strong. Yeah.
Yes. So the 2 times I played against Affinity in the Open, I won 2 games to 1, and both of the rounds that I had a game loss, I lost for similar reasons to what happened there. One was a Gear per Aether Grid game, and one was just a ridiculous fast cranial plating game.
And those are hard to stop for any deck.
Yeah, so it's it's understandable. It's not an auto win by any stretch.
For sure, they definitely have tools. So.